Carolina A&M, and you're rocking with Grandosiá TV.
Welcome back to another great show on Grandosiá TV, where we have here one of the best teams in the state that I would say with Carolina A&M. Today we're going to talk about them playing basketball in a COVID season. What's up with wearing these masks? And then a lot of times they go out of state and play in different areas. What is the difference? And then you still have three young studs here, two that sophomores. They have another sophomore in here. Two of them making a lot of noise on the court. Other one's still in development and coming up. But before we get into all that, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like, make sure you share this, and hit that notification bell so when we go live, you get all the up-to-date shows. With that being said, Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Doing great, man. What about you, Coach? How you doing?
Good, man. I'm good.
Rest of the players, how y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good.
That's what's up, man. So, let's talk about basketball. Let's talk about Carolina A&M. First of all, let's talk about how did y'all come into to be? I mean, where y'all come from? We always hear about the old teams. When we played, was the Charlotte Royals, was the Charlotte Nets. Charlotte always been running the scene. Where did Carolina A&M come from?
A&M actually came about me, Coach Marcus here, and House Floyd. We were sitting down one day, and we had been, like me and House been doing our own thing. And we was doing the thing with the Grandosiá Nights. So he was like, man, we need to go and do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? And we run it. So that's when I hit him up. I was like, hey, I've been trying to get this man for years to come coach with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I also coach with the Grandosiá Huskies.
Gotcha.
So we was like, let's put this thing together and see what we can do. And it took off from there.
So, Coach, what took so long for you to get with him?
Man, you know how it go. The timing was wrong.
Gotcha.
If I'm gonna help my guy, I want to be 100% committed. And I knew at that point in time when he was asking me to do it, I knew I wasn't gonna be 100% committed to helping him. But when he came at this and he said, "This is our child. You know, we're gonna nurture it. This me and you," I already knew without a doubt. You know, I'm 100% committed and all the way locked in.
All right, now with the players, I know some of y'all. Randall played at Bedford City. You played Southwest York Chester. With y'all coming together now on one team, what is that feeling like now?
I feel great. I feel like family.
All right. What's the difference between where you played at before and where you playing at now? What's the difference between the coaches you had before? You had an aggressive coach at Bedford City. What's the difference between him and the coaches you have right now?
Actually, I think these coaches tougher than Coach McDowell was. It's a different style. Like, you know, they get on you a different type of way. Coach McDowell, he old school. You know, they kind of, with the date now.
Got you. What about you?
No, I feel like it's a lot of chemistry with it. You know, being with these guys for a long time, I think it feels good.
Got you. Now, what position you playing with Carolina A&M?
Power forward, small forward, center.
Got you. So I know when you played in middle school, I watched you a little bit. One thing that you was always missing was a true point guard. I see you got that now.
Yeah.
So how that feel having somebody who can get you the ball in the spots that you want to be at?
It feels good. You know, I know he trusts me. I trust him. Get each other the ball. You know.
Now, we know about these two guys. Introduce yourself and what do you do right here for Carolina A&M?
My name is Terrence Smith, and I play 2 guard to the 5, and I'm still in development right now. So, still getting, building chemistry with the team. You know, still getting to know some players right now. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, my big question when it comes to basketball, when it comes to COVID this year, they got y'all out here playing with a mask on. What is that feeling like? Because, man, listen, I can't walk my butt up some steps without breathing the hallway. Y'all pressing, running around, jumping around, sweating. Describe that to me.
I think after the first game, that was probably the first game in a scrimmage was the worst that we ever had it. But I think after the first game, I was kind of used to it by then because we was practicing with it on, running every day with it on. I think we got kind of used to it.
Gotcha. What about yourself?
Mine's always break.
Thanks.
It always break. You know, but as the season winding down, kept getting used to it.
I'm still not used to it.
Gotcha. Now, coaches, how do it feel for y'all to coach in the COVID season? What's the difference between years before to now? Like any rules change or?
It's number one, of course, with the mask. It's tough to coach in a mask because you got to pull the mask down, then you scream, then you got to because you get some refs that's real strict on it.
Is that a technical foul now?
Sometimes it is. It can be, and then you get some refs that's kind of lenient, and you get to pull it down a little bit and say what you say. But it's a lot of precautions, and my wife has been big with the sanitizers. Man, she come over there, time out, and squirt her hands down and all kinds of stuff. So it's been a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Coach? Being an assistant, sometimes you echo what the coach is saying. So how's that trying to pull a mask down, put it back up?
Well, you know, we kind of in a co-head coaching situation. Some games I'm calling the shots, some games he calling the shots. But you know, I don't like it. In the high school season, it was a couple times the referees ready to throw us out the game because we couldn't keep our mask up. Man, it's a difficult adjustment. I know it's hard for the kids, but it's even harder for the coaches to bark out signals, and you know the kids can't understand what you're saying, and they like, I told you to get him, and, you know, coach, I can hear you. So you know it's real difficult, man. But I mean, you got to be able to persevere through it.
Gotcha. Now, one of the things that we older people like to sit and talk about. We have these great debates about Michael Jordan, LeBron James. And the reason why I bring them up, everybody say Michael Jordan was for team, he was for winning. We also say LeBron ruined basketball with the AAU style of joining up. So what is AAU like now, especially for the coaches, and then for the players, if you can relate with this, let me know what you think. What is AAU like now versus when it was when we was younger and playing basketball? What is the biggest difference y'all see in AAU basketball, and where do you see this thing going for them in the future?
I think the biggest difference that it was whenever we were playing was we wanted to know who was the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I played against you at Yorkchester.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Greer, they had a stick, but we all didn't want to get with those boys. We always wanted to see who's the best and who's that alpha. It's so much kind of buddy now. You know, all of these guys, Snapchat, they got group chats, and you know, we didn't have that. It's changed in that aspect, but as far as exposure, it's better for them now because now the Snapchats, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, they have all that to get them out there.
Gotcha.
Whereas we just had VHS tapes, you know.
And YouTube was coming.
It wasn't there yet. So it's better for all these boys to, you know, get themselves out there to college coaches. And at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal, to make sure that these guys go to the next level if that's what they aspire to do.
What y'all think as players, from what you're being told and what is going on now, what do you think the difference is?
I think the difference is, from what I've been told, is that they was a lot tougher than us, and that we so-called don't play defense or, you know, all that other. And they was like, if I was going to the rack, I would have dunked on him. But y'all gonna try to sit here and be Kyrie with the layup and all of that. So I think that's the biggest difference for me.
Gotcha. Anything for you?
Nah.
You don't see no difference?
No, I don't see a difference.
Well, okay. What about you?
I don't see nothing.
You don't see no difference?
Nah.
So you trying to say you could have played back in the day when AAU was coming up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it was a little bit faster.
Yeah,
Back in the
it
day.
probably was a little faster.
I feel like I could have played with all of them.
Gotcha. Now let's jump back to the mask thing. North Carolina, we wear masks. But when you go down to our brother and our sister state of South Carolina, what's the rules there? Is it a difference in basketball down that way, as far as the talent that you're going to see, and as far as the rules that you play with?
No mask in South Carolina.
So this is out here just doing our thing.
You're doing your thing. It is what it is. No mask. But when we out, we wear masks. You know what I'm saying? But when we play, we don't wear masks. You know what I'm saying? But we still take the precautions, sanitize. We do that. And also, North Carolina's the hoop state.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen it's better competition to me in North Carolina. There's some dogs in South Carolina. Don't get me wrong.
Gotcha.
But North Carolina's the hoop state, always.
Gotcha. Now we said earlier, I think Randall, you said this. You said Carolina A&M is like family. So from coaches, if anybody moving to this area, the Charlotte region, Gastonia region, and they want to join Carolina A&M, what are parents getting? That's a question for the coaches and for the players. What are we getting? What is the community getting from Carolina A&M?
I'll let you answer that.
Like I said, you're getting a family atmosphere, group events. You know, we're gonna treat your child just as much as we treat our own kids. There's never no thing that these kids can't ask, and we will look out for them. I mean, I might as well carry this one on my taxes because, I mean, he's at my house eating and, you know, getting his hair done and all types of stuff like that all the time. And then, you know, he's like my little nephew, and, you know, Terrence, he's like one of my own too. All of them are like, you know, one of my own. You're just getting a great experience, not only about the game of basketball, but just about life in general. You know, it's not just basketball with Carolina A&M. If you know, have personal things that you want to talk to that you may not feel comfortable, you know, explaining with your parents. You know, I'm here. Coach Rod is here. You know, kids need rides. Anything like that. You know, this is a great organization to be a part of.
Gotcha. Anything from y'all? I'm telling people they want to join Carolina A&M?
You join us, and we're going to treat you like a family. It's a brotherhood. You know, we don't think nobody better than each other. Just come in here and play hard. So.
Gotcha. So with that being said, we a family. That's a key ingredient of winning the championship. We got to be close to one another. So players, and we get the coaches in a minute, but I want to hear from y'all. What will it take for you and your brothers to go down? We're playing championship at? Still in Florida, or we moved at?
It's one in Myrtle Beach.
One in Myrtle Beach.
One in Myrtle Beach, one in Tennessee, and there's one in Florida.
So that's a national. So for us to win nationals this year, for us to say we are the king of the hill, what will it take for Carolina A&M to bring that back home to the Carolinas?
It's gonna take dedication, hard work.
All right, Nipsey Hussle, I hear you. What about you?
It's going to take a lot of time in the gym, putting up shots, getting better and better.
What about you?
Man, we got to build more chemistry. Like, I feel like some players, we just added new players. Like, I'm new myself. I just got added last year, so I'm still working. I'm still, like, working on offense and all that. So, trying to build with them, trying to build my defense and all that. We got to play more defense. Got to be harder on that and crash the boards and all that to bring a championship home.
Gotcha. Yeah, if you had the chance to bring a championship home, what would that feel like? What would that mean to you?
That's gonna feel great. Good experience, you know, just to be out there and win that.
You know, just to be with my team, my brothers, it'd be a good feeling just to win the championship, bring it back.
It would feel great.
Now, Coach, as far as y'all, what do you think that you have to do with your team now? Now, I'm not trying to compare nobody, but I know in the football world, when they go to nationals, everybody would add somebody.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the basketball, where I haven't been part of basketball in a while, what do you need to do? Is it a piece or a trade, you want to call it, that y'all got to make to bring to your team? Or do you have enough the way it is now to go down there and compete with anybody?
I think we have enough to compete with anybody.
Gotcha.
I think we have that. We kind of play with a chip on our shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the COVID situations.
Mm-hmm.
I battled COVID, so I kind of coach with a chip on my shoulder. We kind of play every play like it's the last play.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never know.
Gotcha.
But I think if we bring that championship to North Carolina, it's gonna be out the roof.
Gotcha.
It's gonna be out the roof.
Glad to celebrate that one. But I do have one. I have a good question for you right now. We're going to the point guard here. I heard and I saw on Facebook that y'all lost by a buzzer beater. Now, was you up and they hit a buzzer beater on you? And what happened?
Really, I ain't gonna cap. We lost the lead. We should have stepped on their neck and broke their neck and just finished them. But we let up off the gas. They came back. They punched us in the mouth. We hit them back. Had a couple free throws and layups and turnovers that shouldn't have happened. But they hit that buzzer beater, and I mean, I think it was pure luck. But
Walk me through the last play. The very last play of that game. Walk me through it. What happened?
So we was up 1
Mm-hmm.
and up 2 and bring the ball up the court. And I'm at the half court line.
Mm-hmm.
And point guard get beat. I step up with my hands up, and all I see is him throw the ball up in the air. Went in, the buzzer went off. I just put my jersey over my head. I was like, gotta be kidding me.
Man, they put time back on the clock though. Like they gave them about an extra 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's a big difference right there.
Yes.
If you saw, you remember the I hate to break it up. Do you remember when Carolina lost to Villanova?
I was about to say that. I was just about to say that.
That's what it reminds you of.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it took the air out of everybody.
Because y'all played good all weekend.
Yeah.
So how did that make you feel?
I mean, really, it hurt me. But then again, these guys told us to use it as motivation for this week coming up at the beach. So take that, play with, like they said, a chip on your shoulder, and just go get this one.
Got you. So when we go down to the beach this weekend, what's the plan, coaches? What we doing?
Run. Run, run, run. That is our motto. We run. I know they get tired of hearing us say it. I mean, I know I'm constantly on him all the time. We have a love-hate relationship because we 2 point guards, so a lot of times we clash heads. You know, he's thinking he's doing something right, and a lot of times in his eyes it might be right.
Right.
But I'm telling you, a shortcut because you're taking a long way to get to where you're trying to go. And you know, we bump heads a lot, but at the end of the day, we know it's all love. I just can't explain how much all these guys mean, and you know, that's just it. When we get to Myrtle Beach, just run, press everybody out of the gym, and I know these guys have no problem doing that. I mean, even when they think that they're playing fast, I tell them to go faster, and they look at me like, Coach, I'm going like I got R2 down. My Gatorade cup is right here on my ankle, but I'm like, no, you can go faster. So that's the game plan. Nobody in the state of North Carolina can run with us if we get out and play transition basketball. And I solidly believe that.
Now, if you had to compare yourself to a college program, as far as schemes and everything y'all do, who would you say you remind yourself of?
Carolina.
Carolina?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Carolina A&M, you might as well.
With a dash of Virginia with the defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
With a dash of Virginia.
So how important to you guys is the defense for y'all to do anything? And how has the defense been going for y'all this year?
I'll take the first part of the question. I'll let him piggyback. They'll tell you right now, I tell them I don't care nothing about offense. Defense. Like if we score 2 points and then the rest of the game we hold them to nothing, we win the game.
Right.
I tell them all the time in the huddle, I don't care about defense because with the talent that we have, we're gonna score points. We gotta stop people. And that's my main thing. They'll tell you that defend. If you're not gonna guard nobody, I don't care if you score 40 points. If you give up 40, then we got 0.
Right.
It got equaled out. So that's my main thing. I'm big on defense. I didn't play much myself. You know, when I was playing, it wasn't really my thing, but I know that that's what it took to win ball games.
Right.
And just to piggyback off what he said, you don't play defense, you really don't see the floor.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it kind of gives everybody a push. Like if you're gonna, who's gonna take that opportunity and be the one to stop the guy, their main guy? You know what I'm saying? And most of the times we lean on this man right here. That's his job.
Gotcha.
You lock down the man, the best player. You know what I'm saying? And everything else take care of itself.
So now y'all a man-to-man team, or y'all more like that Syracuse, Carmelo Anthony zone up?
Nah, we straight man.
Straight man.
Man, Packline defense. Because what me and Coach, you know, sat down and figured out, like we used to try to have him, you know, get in his chest, pressure, kind of like how we was taught. But what we realize is these kids only know how to play their man. Right. They don't know help responsibility.
Right.
So, you know, I pitched to him. I said, hey, man, what if we try a Packline defense and just keep everything under the 3-point line? And that thing has worked wonders. Like, they're always in the right position to help. They're always sliding over. They're cutting off the baseline. And now, man-to-man is our staple defense. Yeah. The only time we go zone is when we decide that we want to call off the dogs and we'll back off into a zone. But Other than that, we straight inline to inline pressing back into your Packline defense.
Gotcha. Now, y'all said AAU brings the exposure to you. What type of exposure has Carolina A&M has had over the last 2 years, and what kind of exposure have y'all gotten from playing with your team?
I mean, I got offered to play with like many other teams with like, you know, top guards on there just from playing with them. And like playing with them, I mean, a lot of people have just been talking to me like, I see you out there playing, I see this and that, and I'm like, thank you.
Gotcha.
It really been a little bit of exposure, you know what I'm saying, getting here and there, different tournaments.
I already got no exposure yet, but, you know, I'm getting there.
It's coming for you.
I'm skimming the water.
Now, with you, Mr. Quarterback over here, what's the difference of being Mr. Quarterback on Friday nights and then get ready for these tournaments on the weekend?
Oh, man, I get beat up on Friday night.
So how did that work for you?
I get hit every play, and then I go home and I soak in some hot water and some Epsom salt. Try to at least get well by that morning, hopefully. You know, it's been crazy.
Because AAU is normally a springtime sport, right?
Right.
So with playing football this spring because of COVID, I mean, I know this had to be a tough season doing both.
Yeah, it's been really tough. You know, my body couldn't handle it, but I pushed through.
Gotcha. Now, with you being Mr. Best for City out here setting records, I think what, 40 or 50 points it was?
60.
Oh, 60, my fault, 60 points. So how do you take scoring 60 at high school and then you come play with your brothers? How do you balance that out?
With the 60, I just forget about it because it happened, it's over. I mean, it's in the past. I set the record, I'm happy for it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get the win with the boys.
Gotcha. Now, with you playing football as well, you say you're a receiver in corner.
Yeah.
Playing Friday night footballs, coming out here guarding the best man every time. That got to be tough on the body.
Yeah, but, you know, I had to push through it.
Had to push through it.
Yeah.
What about you, Coach? How you make that switch from calling defense to calling offensive basketball now?
Just, it's a switch. Turn it off and on. Get ready. Friday night's over with. Get some rest. And it's on to the game plan for talking to this man for Saturday.
So have y'all played a Friday night football game and had to turn around and play on Saturday?
Yeah.
How did that go? How did that go? Like, what was that? Like, walk me through that process.
Like he said,
Uh-huh.
he got beat up one Friday night. And I was like, I called him. I was like, well, I don't know if he's going to play. You know what I'm saying? But he pushed through it. It's tough. It was tough. It was real tough.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Hey, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could be y'all in today's society playing COVID, traveling at the same time. I guess I'm a scaredy cat nowadays. I commend y'all for taking on that responsibility of going to play basketball, giving these young men an opportunity, playing with inside COVID, because I'd be too nervous. People don't be wearing their masks. I just don't think I can do it. So, is there anything else y'all got for the people, man? Y'all want them to know about Carolina A&M and what y'all doing?
Look out. We come.
Yeah. Some dogs.
What about y'all?
Hey, just trying to put on for the city, man. Just trying to put on for the city. Been doing it for many years, and I love what I'm doing. I love the guys I'm doing it with, and the parents that I got, love them to death.
And that's what's up, man. That's another great show here at Grandosiá Entertainment, man. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the notification bell, and share this video so you can be up to date on the next videos that we do in the future.